Do you find yourself scrolling through lines of code filled with journal comments that don't provide any valuable information about the code? If so, it's time to say goodbye to these unnecessary comments and hello to a more efficient and effective way of tracking the history and evolution of your codebase using a version control system like Git. In this video, we'll explore the reasons why journal comments should be avoided and how using a version control system can improve the readability and maintainability of your code. Let's get started. Never make any journal comments. Use your version control system instead. In this example, the journal comments above the function provide information about the history and evolution of the function, including when it was added, when bugs were fixed, and when it was optimized. These comments may have been useful at some point, but they are no longer needed because the codebase is being managed using version control. With version control, it is possible to track the history and evolution of the codebase using a more efficient and effective method. For example, using Git, you can use the git log command to view the commit history of the codebase and see all the changes that have been made over time. This can provide all the information you need about the history and evolution of the code without the need for journal comments. In general, it is generally a good idea to avoid using journal comments in code when you are using version control. Instead, rely on the version control system to track the history and evolution of the codebase and focus on writing clean, concise, and easy-to-understand code. This will help to improve the readability and maintainability of the code and make it easier to work with. To sum up, it is generally a good idea to avoid using journal comments in code when you are using version control. Journal comments, which provide information about the history and evolution of the code, may have been useful at some point but are no longer needed when the codebase is being managed using version control. With version control systems like Git, you can track the history and evolution of the codebase using a more efficient and effective method, such as the git log command. Instead of using journal comments, focus on writing clean, concise, and easy-to-understand code to improve the readability and maintainability of the code.